Hey everybody, it is a cold, rainy Japanese morning today. It is Monday, or is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday, sorry, my days are off. Yeah, it's Tuesday, it's the 30th, April 30th. Um, just got back from 7-Eleven and Lawson's in my normal morning routine. Went and got some snacks, got some pops. This is a France-based pop, so I was like, well, yeah, anything new, give it a shot. I like orange, so we'll see exactly where in the realm that sits. And then it's just called Mix. So it's by Itoen. Um, Peach. So I was like, I like that. Based on the Coke thing, I'm curious how that's gonna end up tasting. Itoen I'm familiar with. I mentioned this before, but working for Toyota, where we're at, we get like free snacks and stuff like that. So we have like a lot of Japanese snacks and stuff, mostly because of our J staff, our Japanese staff members. So we'll have Itoen tea, and it's funny. Like I was walking down and I would see like Itoen in the actual vending machine, and I'm like, hey, like it just catches my attention when I'm like, I'm actually familiar with this stuff. I know I mentioned that before, but just one of those little things where I'm like, I'm not uncultured swine. Had to buy a razor and some shaving cream because I just wanted to be like completely shaved, especially because today I'm doing the samurai armor photo shoot, and I was thinking of that even before I left. I was like, I kind of want to be clean shaven for that, just so I don't have like my tiny itty bitty little hairs. Like my hair doesn't really grow like that. It grows enough to annoy me, so I actually have to shave now because I was like, man, I never wanted facial hair. I'm like one of those people who's like, I never want facial hair, so I was super happy for a long time. I think it didn't really start honestly until like the last couple of years. Like I'm 26 now. I don't think my hair really started growing like this, like legitimately growing. Probably not until I was like 23 or 24. Like it's really only been a small amount of time since my hair has actually grown like at a significant rate where it's like, oh, it's only been a couple of days and I feel like it's long enough to to actually have an effect, that sort of thing. So I'm like, that sucks. I hate that. I've always wanted to be like clean shaven, and I really need to figure out how to. I'm gonna buy at some point. I'm gonna buy a straight razor so I can have like super clean shaves. Because now I get like razor bumps and all that crap, and I get like ingrown hairs, and it's like I know it doesn't hurt. Like I get the weird thing where it's like I'll notice all my ingrown hairs before they're like actually horrible and all that stuff, but I'll still have like the bumps and stuff from it. So it's like, I can't just freaking shave. And then like the last time I shaved, actually it was before I came to Japan. I shaved and I was like, man, I didn't even realize I had like this ingrown hairs. Like they weren't painful or anything, but I would see like the bumps after I shaved, and I was like, geez, I really gotta get like a straight razor and just be like super smooth, and probably get some like aftershave cream and all that extra stuff as well, so I no longer have to deal with that. But like the mini little things. So got the shaving, got the cream. I bought these little plastic toothpicks because I like to floss. You're supposed to floss all the time, but it really gets to me. Like it's just that sensation of like having cleaner teeth. You can really tell the difference. If you don't floss, you should floss. Like it doesn't matter how much you brush your teeth. If you don't floss, your teeth are gone. Like that's just a fact of life. You gotta floss. So I always use my plastic toothpicks, and I didn't bring them because I don't know what the TSA is gonna do. So I'm like, I don't want to risk it, and I just left them at home, especially because I had like the big bag with like 100 or something in it, and I was like, I don't want to risk that. So since I was in the store getting the shaving supplies, I was like, gotta get me some of this. Got like the smallest one because I was like, why do I need to buy one that has like 40 and stuff? And I'm gonna be here, so I just got like the 12 pack. Also bought breakfast again. Got melon bread, so we'll see how that plays out. It just depends. So we'll see how that goes. But I got like classic, basically just a glazed donut. So I got 2 of these as well. And I was like, that's breakfast for now. But it's early. It's still 9. I don't think it's. Oh wow, it's not even 9 yet. It's 8:30 in the morning. So I'm actually like, I feel good today because yesterday I was up. I was actually worried about being sick yesterday. I don't know if I actually mentioned that part. But I woke up and I was like, oh crap, and I was scared I was gonna get sick. But I mean, I have like a little bit of phlegm. that. But yeah, I feel okay, and like I got up once again at like 6 in the morning, which I don't know why. Like I was going to sleep. I fell asleep in the tub again, by the way. Like when I get tired, I'm like super sleepy, and I'll be in the shower, and it's like I'm like that even when I'm home. So when I get in the shower, and it's just super comfortable. I think everybody's like this when you're like sleepy and stuff, and the water just feels fantastic. I'm just like, I kind of don't want to leave because it's gonna be cold when I walk outside. So I ended up, like I showered and everything, and I was like, I'll just sit down in the bath for a minute. And so I just stepped in and I just pointed I took the shower head off and just pointed it like down into the bath. And I was just kind of sitting there. And I think at one point, I had it in my hand and I was just basically holding it and pointing it down while I was sitting, and I think I just fell asleep like this, and like it hit the ground. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can turn the water off now. And then I ended up falling asleep, and I woke up, and man, I was in like the weirdest position. I was kind of freaking out a little bit because I was like, oh man, I've never. The way I was sitting, my toes were like this on the tub. So I woke up and I was like, my toes are like insanely numb and like in this weird pressed position. They were like that for who knows how long. Like they're never like that. No one's feet are ever just like pressed backwards like that. Their toes. And so with it being a tiny Japanese tub, I'm kind of like scrunched in. So I was just in there, like the water just barely up at all, and I just woke up and I was like, oh crap, I guess I fell asleep. It's time to get out of here. And I got up in like super slow motion, but eventually got up, dried off, plugged some of my stuff in. I forgot to plug in. I didn't plug in my Wi-Fi, so it's currently charging, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's 8:30. I'm not actually gonna go do anything too soon. I'll check some stuff. But yeah, I got in bed and then I just slept through the night and I woke up and I was like, why is it 6 o'clock? I was able to go back to sleep, which was good. And I think I woke up at like 7. So currently it's not too shabby. And then, like I said, I got up. I actually got up, got dressed. I think it was raining harder when I actually first woke up, or at least a little bit earlier, because I could hear it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's raining outside. And plus it kind of looked gray. So I was like, I think it's raining. And so by the time I went out, it was really light. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, did my little stops. I need to go back and buy another newspaper. I think I got my mom like I don't know. It was like some stock newspaper, I think. It's something. Let me see. So I got what doesn't appear to be anything. I think I got like some sort of, yeah. This has to be some stock stuff. There's no like Amazon on the bottom, and it says like stocks somewhere in here. I was looking at it. I'm like, I don't think this is any sort of value. Like, it's not even entertaining. It's not like it's coin. Yeah, like there's Bitcoin and stuff. So my mom's gonna have some old stock information. Yeah, the Dow is up and all that. So I have to go back and buy another one so that it's actually like news stories. Because I just picked up it was really the only thing that was left in the store, which kind of makes sense. It wasn't news. But this is all that was left in 7-Eleven last night, and I just picked it up on the way back. I was like, boom, easy pickup. And then I was like, I think this is just like stock business. This is like a business newspaper. This isn't like a newspaper with pictures and stories. So I'm gonna have to buy her another one because that's not a good one. But I was looking at that. I was like, crap, I gotta get a different one. And I've been thinking. So I was at 7-Eleven. And I was like, I kind of want to get a Shonen Jump, but I have no need. There's no reason for me to buy a Shonen Jump. You can buy Shonen Jump at home. I can buy it in the States and it'll be in English. And it's just like, I could get a Shonen Jump in Japanese. No reason. Just to have one. It would be totally pointless because it would just be a chapter. It's just chapters of manga that I'm not even reading. Or if it's Boruto, I haven't even started reading that. If it's, I don't think, Gintama isn't. Is Gintama Shonen? I don't remember. This is anime stuff. You guys probably don't care. That's like the super deep stuff. A lot of people, I think, people are like, oh, it's Japan. I'm like, nerd stuff. But yeah, I keep looking. I'm like, there's no reason for me to get a Shonen Jump at all. I'm not reading any of the manga. I can't read Japanese, obviously. I actually have Japanese manga. I like won one before, and it's actually of Gintama, oddly enough. I won it at a convention, and it's just in straight Japanese. And I was like, that's cool. I won this, but I would never buy it. There's no reason. I was at a place. If I happen to go somewhere where they have like some manga that I really want, like if they have Akira or Akira, however you want to say it, if they have for whatever reason that whole series on sale, and it would cost me like $20, which is ridiculous because those things are like just one book of that is like this big. Like it costs a lot of money to get the full series of that. If for whatever reason I find that in Japanese for like $20, I'll buy it. Just to have it, like, because I'll have the whole series, and I might learn Japanese. I might learn to read kanji, and I'll be like, hey, I can actually read this stuff. That probably wouldn't be for a long time, but, we'll see what happens in the future with that. But for now, things are kind of relaxed. Gonna deal with food, nerdy stuff later. Probably gonna go back to Akihabara. I still have quite a few places to go to. I don't know if I'll do Shinjuku today and go back to like where the Kawaii Cafe was. And that is because of the rain. Because the only thing I want to do is go, actually, today might be the perfect day if I go to Takeshita Street, which was the super crazy one. if it's rainy and people don't want to be outside, that's perfect for me because I don't. Like I said, I'm going back there for that giant cotton candy, and that is it. I'll check out some of the other stores because I did see some cool stuff that I was filming. I was like, okay, that looks kind of cool. I might be able to get some gifts for people in some of these stores because they seem kind of cool. But it was so insanely crowded. I was like, I'm not. And plus, I was actually headed somewhere, so I wasn't stopping. But there were some little spots where I was like, that seems pretty interesting. So I might go back today, considering it is rainy, and kind of check that out. Also, things don't seem to open up until like 10 a.m. around here. Like everything I went past was closed today, except for, of course, 7-Eleven and Lawson's, which are 24/7. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, huh. Like I got up, all the shutters were down, every single thing was pretty much closed. And I was like, well, that's really interesting. That kind of just caught me off guard. Everything, being from the States, I'm used to everything being open at like 8 o'clock in the morning. That time frame. So I was like, oh wow, everything's still closed until like 10. So I thought that was kind of cool. But gonna start the day. I guess with breakfast and try this melon bread and eat these donuts. Let's see. I know I'm gonna like the donuts because they're donuts, but just to give my super quick review on the melon bread and see what I think. Smells good. Tastes good. It's good. All right. Gonna eat breakfast. Figure out the rest of the day. I guess shave. I probably won't do that until like right before I'm about to go. But start of the day. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm currently in Shibuya, going towards the, I don't know why I slammed that down like that, going towards the armor photo shoot. I was on this overpass, so I figured it was a good spot for footage. And get a picture, stalk people in their cars. I think it's just a nice sight. Also genius, and then they have this glass here. Good idea. People can't spit on their walls. A little rainy today. But that is pretty much all I'm doing. I probably won't be vlogging too much with the rain, even though it's super light. Might just do mostly pictures. Plus I'm about to eat, possibly. We'll see. So, it's kind of the plan for now. Is officially find this spot because my GPS is doing its normal GPS thing. And hopefully something good comes out of me finding the spot. Maybe I'll find some good place to eat real soon. So I ended up finding the studio. That's not the building that I'm in right now. That's actually the one next door. Kind of hard to find it. GPS doing its thing. Plus the building is super unassuming because they're on like the 7th floor of this building called the King Building. And it's just like, it just looks like a normal business building. And of course, it being a studio, it makes sense. It's like you just get a studio in any building really. So it makes sense. I was just like, man, I think I'm pretty sure this is the building. I remember seeing like King when I was like typing it in on my laptop, but it doesn't come up as that on my phone. So I was like, think it was the King Building, so fortunately I remembered that. But got in, it's fortunately also they had their picture right on their mailbox. So I was like, sweet, and I just took a picture of that, took a picture of the building just to be safe. I still got an hour before my thing, so I was thinking about getting food, but I have no idea. Like, I feel like that would probably take a little too long. Normally you'd sit for about an hour to eat. So I think I'm just walk around for a little bit. I'll probably get like, a quick snack or something, but I don't think I'm going to do the whole full meal thing until after I get out of there, which I think it's an hour and a half. The photo shoot, I think it's like an hour and a half long photo shoot. So looking forward to that. Pick out a suit of armor, stuff like that. I might record a little bit while I'm in there before they dress me up and everything. This is one of those situations where like, man, another person would have been great if they just happened to not be involved. If I just asked them like, hey, can you film while they dress me up and stuff, that would have been great. So I'll have to see how that plays out. Right now I'm at this vending machine I keep looking at vending machines to see if I can find something new. I did see a Mountain Dew Violet, so it was like grape Mountain Dew, and I was like, well, that's interesting. They have this Pepsi Refresh shot, so that seems interesting. I'm not going to try it because I just assume, it's an energy drink based on Refresh shot. And I'm not big on energy drinks or like coffee and stuff. Like, I never actually need any of that stuff, so I'm like, I'm good. And then it's all like coffee and stuff, and I just don't drink coffee. I don't know. Oh, it's actual soup. Okay, because I'm like, I don't know what the F that's supposed to be. I'm used to this just being like straight coffee, but it makes sense. Any big brand always does a million different things. I think I'm gonna get this before I end up leaving. I'll probably try out the CC Lemon, see what that's all about. Apple tea doesn't sound bad either, but I'm not really gonna be buying any tea and little, simple stuff. I'm gonna try things that are like totally different. Well, I shouldn't say that. I got Fanta, so I shouldn't say totally different, but little stuff. Like, I'm curious. could do is with this one. That's like just healthy water, you know, vitamin water type stuff or whatever. But yeah, gonna walk around for a minute. Oop. Try not to be the weird random dude talking, especially in the corner. Oh, no. Oh, time to go. You don't have to sync the library, it's okay.